Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Talk Books. If you saw the last upload, then I discussed my top 10 favorite books of 2015. And like I said, I was going to show you my least favorite books of 2015. So let's get started. This book, I wasn't going to add it at first because I didn't finish it. And I know some of you might think that's not fair. That is Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. Yeah. I know a lot of people love this book. I heard the movie's amazing. Unfortunately, it took me months to even get half. This is where I'm at. I'm at chapter 23. I couldn't. Man, I could not. The first, let's just ballpark it. Up to here. I was like, okay, this is good. But the dialogue was so repetitive. My brain hurt. It was too much. It was just trying to be funny. Way too hard. I'm like, oh, it was just quite annoying. I honestly thought I would love it. But I did not. It put me in the worst slump of life. I wanted to finish this so bad because I never actually DNF'd a book before. So I was just trying so hard to finish it. My brain was elsewhere. I couldn't handle the characters. They freaking annoyed me. What's his name? Craig? I didn't like him. I didn't like being in his head. It was too all over the place. I just didn't care for it. So unfortunately, I had to add it on this list. So, sorry. Next book might be a shocker. And even though I did rate this 4 stars, I just was left quite disappointed. So, don't hate me. P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. I know. I waited a while for this book to come out. And I absolutely loved To All the Boys I Loved Before. But I felt a disconnect with this book. It's not like years went by and they all grew up. No, it was just not that far apart. It felt like different characters to me. And yes, I still enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. I kind of over their relationship too. I'm upset that I didn't fall in love with it like I thought I would. Yeah, I'm sorry again. Next book is an ebook and it's called A Moment by Marie Hall. This book was about a girl who got pregnant at 14. Her mom has an illness, so she kind of has been struggling for years to raise her child alone. And then she meets a MMA fighter and he has a really dark past. I did not hate this book at all. My only issue was that I was going into this book thinking it was straight up new adult. And when I read it, it was there was so much anticipation leading up to certain scenes. The main guy in the book, he was complaining a lot about his past and he was just dealing with so much stuff to where it was so hyped that when stuff was revealed, I was just really let down. There's really great reviews on this book. So it was just kind of my thing that I was just kind of distant from. I just was kind of left meh when it was over. So next book, I honestly really thought I was going to love it. I don't know why, it just sounded amazing. And the reviews on this, every review was 5 stars. I was like, holy shit. But I was left meh. Hello by Lisa Weimer. I gave this book 3 stars. It's kind of an intertwining type of book, which I really love. And it follows 4 different types of characters. And it all starts with hello. I don't really want to get into it that much because I feel like a lot of people will absolutely love this book. But honestly, for me, for some reason, I felt so much disconnect to this book. This book deals with such heartbreaking content. I don't want to say I didn't care, but on an emotional level, I didn't. And it was just so weird to me. The writing was beautiful at times, but for some reason, like, my heart and my mind was just not in this book. Like I said, it has a great message, and I think people will love it. I do have a full review on this book to kind of tell you all the things that I either disliked or liked about this book. I just honestly thought I was going to just be wowed by this book. And again, so many people are, so it was basically just me. This book was terrible. Fans of The Impossible Life by Katie Skelza. I have a full review as to why I really hated this book. I gave it 1 star, I think. It was my first negative review. It was really hard to write, but I was just angry. Like, this book pissed me the hell off. When I read the synopsis, I was just so, like, intrigued by what this book was about, because it was like one of the first books where it's an actual love triangle. 2 best friends both fall in love with the same guy, but there was just some weird shit going on in this book. There was a weird scene in the bedroom. Mind you, this is for 14 and up. No. There's a weird relationship with a teacher that I just felt so disturbed by, and I'm like, why is this not being addressed here? This book is just weird. If I could describe this book in 1 word, total disconnect from all the characters. Like, it does deal with a lot of diverse things and a lot of different situations that can be relatable for some people, but at the same time, the point of views were just so it's in 1st person, 2nd person, and 3rd person. This is my first time reading 2nd person, and oh my god, I wanted to pull the hair out of my scalp. I will never read 2nd person again. I don't know, this left me feeling I wouldn't even recommend it. If you're interested, go ahead. Like, some of these books, I still recommend it, even though I didn't like it. This book, I honestly wouldn't even recommend. I'm sorry. I don't like talking bad about books. I really don't. But this is just bad. So these are my top 5 least favorite books of the year, unfortunately. Now, there's going to be a few here and there that are just going to disappoint you. I'm sorry if some of these are your favorites or that you really want to read, but don't let my opinion stop you from ever picking up a book, because I try to not let other people's opinions affect me when I have to read a book. So don't let it affect you. These are just my thoughts and my opinions. Thank you again for watching, and officially I will see you next year. Bye.